Oh, hello there. Welcome back to another Star Wars Lore with Idiots here on Reality Skewed Gamers. I'm your host and lore master, Ranger J 1999, and the purpose of this show is to teach a bunch of idiots Star Wars lore and to see what happens. And by that I mean it pretty much leads to me having to make a Faustian bargain with the devil. That being said, welcome. We're going to be doing something fun today. Last time we did this, we did ranking the Sith based off whatever criteria that is in the idiot's head. So there's no, by that I mean there was no criteria. It's just what they thought was cool. This time we're doing the same thing, but we're going to be doing the Jedi. So we're going to be doing the Jedi. And that being said, let's introduce our wonderful panel of idiots. You know them, you love them. They're all here. First we got Big K is here. Kashmir, what's going on, buddy?
Hello there.
Hello there. Another happy landing. And Big K, you're usually drinking something delicious this morning. What are you imbibing this morning for your pleasure?
Since we're doing the light side, I decided to
Oh,
have some light rum
oh, hard
with a splash of Coke.
with a little bit of Coke. Okay, got it. Good.
Yeah.
Very nice selection. I like that. Um,
Is
joining
it
us all.
also is it also white Coke?
I
Asking
That's a
no,
good
no,
question.
no.
Coke clear.
Or is that why we're not on camera today? I don't know.
Oh, all right. Well, speaking of idiots, there you heard him, the Willing Cannoneer himself, the Kraken. Carthaginigus is here.
What's happening, Ranger?
Yeah. Are you drinking rum or are you just drinking coffee without the
Just
rum?
drinking coffee. It is a grand total of 10 a.m. and so I am not gonna get on that bandwagon. I have to somewhat be productive at some point today.
That's
So
true. Yeah, yeah. Yes. And then last but not least, bringing the energy that we all need, the Desi Noodle Schnurf's here.
What is up, Ranger? Card and Cash. Love to see you guys too.
Are you imbibing any liqueur this morning, Desi? Or are you doing the Carther route and just imbibing some coffee?
It's a 50-50.
Oh,
It's the coffee and whiskey for me.
that's why we have her on. God damn it. Any woman that likes good whiskey is a woman you should get to know. All right. That being said, so the way this works is I'm going to tell them. You can see we've got the ranking system here. S being the best, D being dog water. And I will give them the Jedi, and we'll see what the lore. I'm not here and there. I'll guide them a little bit if they need some information. I'm just going to give them the name. If they need to know something, I'll give them the best information. But we're going to see what they know with their knowledge. We kind of did this with the Sith. So we'll leave it at that. And they're going to rank all the Jedi where they think who's uber awesome and who is doo-doo. So that being said, are the contestants ready? The idiots, are you ready to do this?
sure.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Okay.
Oh, I was born ready.
That's not true. All right, here we go. Our first contestant up is Ayla Secura. And we all know who Ayla Secura is. I hope we... Oh, God. I'm making a lot of assumptions here. But who wants to start the bidding on Ayla Secura? Don't everybody just say, okay, don't everybody just speak up at once.
I will start.
Okay.
I think had the worst fall down of anybody in Order 66. And other, when she would die, just go,
What the?
yeah, like if you watch, she just fell down like a little kid plays dead.
I mean, she
So
did get shot in
I'm
the-
giving that and I don't really know anything else she's done, so I'm giving her a D.
Wow. Harshness right off the back from Kashmir. All right, let's get a woman's perspective. What do you think, Desi Snarf? Kashmir has Ayla at D. I think that's kind of harshness. No, but what do you think there, Desi Snarf?
It's a stance. So I can agree that in the theatrical releases, her job pretty much was to trip on a roller skate and get shot, which is very unfortunate.
About 50 times. Yeah, they shot her 50 times.
What? Now, come on. She was one of the survivors at Geonosis.
That's what I was about to get to. Is
yeah.
that there was Geonosis. Like, she made it. That's badass. And
For how many died there? Yeah.
too far fucking many. But what I'm struggling to recall is her presence in the Clone Wars series. I remember coming away with an impression like, oh, she's kind of like a Lumi character, except maybe a little more savage. But yeah, I'm with Karth on this one. Like just surviving the battle at Geonosis alone, I could go beyond that.
Okay, so we're at a C right now. Karth, round it up for us, buddy. What do you think?
I'm gonna go with C. She's a good character, but they don't really utilize her very often. So she's just kind of there.
Yeah.
But she was a Jedi General. She did lead troops into battle. She was fairly successful till they turned on her. I could see it B.
Okay. C or B?
B.
B. So two B's and a D. Yeah, these are between B and C. There was two B's, so we'll go B. Okay. Next up, we have
Adigalia.
Adigalia. Thank you. And Cardful, since you knew who she was, that's a bonus. What do you think? She actually had her own video game. People forget about that.
Yeah, Jedi Starfighter.
Yeah.
She was a big part of that one. And the Naboo Starfighter series, she was a part of that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I don't like about her character, and a lot of it comes from, is that when we finally see her in the Clone Wars series, they kill her off like 2 episodes later.
I know.
It's like, hey, look, you and Obi-Wan are gonna go find Savage, and then she dies. I'm like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. So I would go with like a C.
Okay, C for Karth. Kashmir, I can't wait to hear your response.
I had no I'm sorry. I had no clue who she was until Karth reminded me that she was the tag along with Kenobi and got killed. So I mean she's done nothing. D, and I'm being nice.
So your ranking is
A D.
D. Okay, we have a C and a D. Deji Noodle Snarf. Round us up. What do you think?
I think, as the only character to my knowledge that died by way of Zabrak horns,
Yeah, it was Fishers.
will go D.
Wow, D for her already. Whoa, okay. All right. The next one is, I'm pretty sure that's Eth Koth. And
I'm pretty sure it is
yes,
too.
that's Eth Koth, yeah.
The other guy is whatever his name is.
I
imagine that. The other one that would look like Eth Koth, that's next to the guy with the big ears. He's Allegor. I don't remember his name. He's one of the Jedi that goes to arrest Sidious and then dies in 2 seconds. So Eth Koth is the other one.
Yeah, this is Eth Koth. So yeah.
Let's
go with Deji Snarf. Let's go with Deji Snarf first.
Sure.
What do you think about old Eth Koth?
Oh, wasn't Eth the one that Audie had to go rescue?
Yeah, he gets captured by Grievous in Clone Wars, and then he uses like his little Morse code signals to.
Yeah, but it took Grievous about how many man guards to take Eth, and yeah, he went through all the man guards, but at that point he was been fighting for a while, and Grievous got him. So yeah, in fairness to Eth Koth, he did fight a hell of a fight.
He really did.
But Desi Snarf, this is your knowledge and what you think. So what do you think?
I'm gonna go C.
Eth Koth gets a C from Desi Snarfy. All right, Kashmir, what do you think?
I'm just going A. No, I'm just kidding.
That wouldn't surprise me.
No, I'm good with C. A, yeah, he's useless. C.
Okay, and Karth?
Yeah, he's just not that notable of a character. I mean, which is crazy because I believe he was on the council. But he just, out of everything that we know about him, there's just ain't much going on. Like it's pretty quiet. So, if he was cooler, he'd probably have more written about him. So he's got to go to the wayside.
Okay. All right. So C it is. All right. Next up is Anakin Skywalker. We really had his lore really. Woo! If you haven't seen Ahsoka,
pretty sure he's D tier.
Yeah. Stupid
Worst Jedi ever.
Yeah, because he becomes a dark Jedi. Well, actually becomes a Sith, not a dark Jedi. So
we were
he's
just looking at him as a Jedi, so just as a Jedi. So we know his
fine
full
as
story.
a Jedi. As a Jedi, he's probably like up there, like close to like A plus or S tier, because I mean, his martial prowess was
phenomenal.
Phenomenal. He was, very attuned with the Force. He was able during the Clone Wars series to, control both the son and the daughter at the same time. So there's
Killed Dooku too.
Yeah, did kill Dooku. He killed quite a few.
Oh yeah,
separatists.
Just see what he did to Trench.
I don't have such weakness.
Yeah.
I love that line. That's so good. I would. Right. I'm gonna go with A.
Oh, controversial choice from Karth. A. Okay, Desi Snarf, what do you think?
Man, there's nothing I hate more than wasted potential. And climbed to great heights and definitely fell down through the core of the earth. But I'll go B again. Just because you did great,
Anakin
kid,
Skywalker, the chosen one, gets a B. Wow.
I hate wasted potential.
Okay, and Kashmir, what do you think?
That joke wasn't wasted potential with climbing high, but wasn't high enough because Kenobi had the high ground.
Oh.
He didn't even make rank of master, but I mean,
yeah, he did. They just said you're on this council. We don't give you the rank of master.
I thought I was being mean by only wanting to give him like a low S, but everybody else is
they're really pooping on him.
I'm going to make this hard on you, there, Ranger. I'm giving him an S.
Okay, SB and then an A. So he stays an A. Top of A, I think, for Anakin Skywalker. All right. I'm trying to remember this guy's name, but give me a second so I can go look him up real quick.
At a Lightside Mall?
No.
Never a good sign.
Why is Ahsoka on here? She is not a Jedi.
She was a Jedi. She was a Jedi for a good long while.
But in that photo, she's not a Jedi.
Well, just Ahsoka, just in general. I think this is a Shard Het. Yeah, he is the Tusken Jedi, dual-wielding Tusken Jedi.
I know nothing about him.
He's pretty awesome. So none of you know anything about him?
Nope.
All right, we'll skip him. We'll go right to Ahsoka. And she was a Jedi. We know her entire story now because we've seen Tales of the Jedi.
As a Jedi,
yes,
strictly speaking, awesome. As a Jedi, I'd give her a B.
Okay, as a Jedi, you give her a B. All right, Cash, what do you think?
As a Jedi only, she didn't even get to do her trials.
Because the Jedi screwed her.
Well,
hey, she was offered to stay on.
Would you stay on with the group that did that to you?
I mean, in fairness, it wasn't the Jedi per se. It was the
Galactic Republic. Palpatine that was pushed.
They just didn't defend her at all. They just told her to go to trial. So that was the thing, is like they left her on her own versus trying to support her.
Has to dry, man.
Yeah.
What do you think, Cash?
I'm sticking with a B. Just if if we were going to go more after Jedi, then I'd give her a higher grade. But just Jedi, B.
Okay. Desi Noodle Snarf.
It's that whole point about she was offered the opportunity to come back, and then looking at the Jedi principles, going, "Nah, guys, you're not walking the walk that you're talking. This ain't my place." I'll go A for her.
All right, so she stays at B plus. I'm going to put her above Ayla because she had higher A's. She had an A ranking. All right, I don't even know who that is. So we're going to skip it. Barriss Offee was a Jedi until the very end of the Clone Wars, and when she turned and led to the whole thing with Ahsoka. But Barriss Offee, Padawan of Lumi.
Luminara and Dooley.
Yes. What do you with Kashmir? Barriss Offee, what are you thinking?
Oh, she was a pretty good Padawan.
She was actually a good Padawan.
Yeah, she was.
I don't remember if she got Jedi Knight or not. I think she did. I can't remember. I think she did.
If she did, it wasn't during the show that I remember.
Well, there were books and stuff, but I can't remember.
But that don't count. You know, I don't read.
That's not our fault.
I'd go with a low B to very high C.
So we'll put her. You want C or B? I got to put her somewhere for these other two to make a call
on. We'll put her. Let's put her B.
Okay, right now she's at B. All right, Desi Schnarf.
Well, she did make Jedi Knight, and she did get the general rank. So put that out there, man. I don't know. I feel like this is kind of like radicalized Jedi. If we're going to be real about it. I really did appreciate her leadership skills. I do think that she was a better Padawan than Ahsoka. Definitely could follow, orders and instructions much better. But do I feel like that puts her at an A tier? Absolutely not. So I do have to put her above Ahsoka on the B tier.
Okay. All right. So we have a C, a low B, and a high B. All right, Karth.
You got a little bit more in your coffee than some whiskey.
Yeah, she is seeing more than stars.
I'm just having fun with it, y'all.
Yeah, that is one way to look at that. I'm gonna go with D tier because honestly,
that automatically puts her in C.
No. The reason why though is because of two of her arcs in the Clone Wars series. In the second battle of Geonosis, when they get buried under the stuff, like the only reason that Barriss even makes it past that arc is because Ahsoka refuses to die and believes her master will come find her.
Oh shit, you're right.
And then in addition to that, when they leave Geonosis and then she gets infected with a brain worm, Barriss's approach is just to let her die. Just kill me. Just end it. Don't even try to save me. And the only reason she survives that story arc is because Ahsoka refuses to kill her and she finds another way around to deal with it. Like Barriss is the epitome of just like, I'm mildly inconvenienced. Let me go.
Can I change my vote to D now?
Yeah, she's in C. Unless you want to go lower there, Kashmir.
I'd stick with C personally.
Okay, we'll leave her. We'll go C. All right. Well, no, there was 2 D, so she's in the D tier. I just did the math there. Wow. Okay. Here's an awesome Jedi coming up. We have Bastila Shan. Oh, we know who this is. Oh man, she is one hell of a lady. Let's get the lady's perspective on this.
Full stop S. I love her as a character. I love her as a Jedi. I love that she fucked up and figured it out per canon. Yes, S. Absolutely S.
Okay. All right. You're S. Karth, you said S, I think?
Oh, yeah. The creator maybe not really the right word to phrase that, but the rediscoverer of battle meditation. That's a pretty huge force power. Like that had an effect on battles.
Was that her or
like
Nomi Sunrider?
Well, it was.
Or did they both do it? I can't remember.
No. Bastila. Well, because they built the lore backwards. Bastila was the first Jedi that they ever had that ability, but then they went back and had somebody who discovered it first, and then Bastila rediscovered the ability to use it or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. It gets convoluted so bad.
But anyways, I mean, like she was pivotal. I mean, she was the entire reason why Malik went after her the entire time was because that was the only way he saw himself winning the war with the Republic, and that's the only way the Republic wins the war is because Bastila doesn't stay dark side and she comes back to the Republic and helps them win. And that's how they win. Like it's like she's pivotal. Like she is like the whole reason that the Galactic Jedi Civil War.
Oh yeah, her strike team, everything she did, her relationship with Revan.
Huge.
Her fall and redemption herself. People forget that she got corrupted and tortured by Malgus. I'm sorry, Malik. Yeah.
Yep. No, I would go S tier.
Okay, 2 S tiers. Kashmir, what are you thinking, buddy?
I only really know what I've been told and what these guys just said, so I guess I'm going.
Well, we only did videos on it, so you're right. I mean, it's not like I covered her in depth.
Like I said, what I've been told.
I mean, You're expecting Cash to remember like beyond.
All right, she's an
30
ass.
seconds.
Cashmere, you failed me for the last time. All right.
Said S.
Damn it!
I didn't fight it.
Yeah. All right, next up is Kylo Ren. People forget he was Luke's apprentice.
Oh, that's who that is.
Yeah, it's Kylo Ren.
I mean, his name would be Ben Solo.
Yeah, Ben Solo when he was a Padawan and Jedi Knight.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say as a Jedi, Ben would be C tier.
Okay, C tier. Right. Let's go to Kashmir, who has no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea how he was as a Jedi. I mean, I guess technically he went back to being, oh, maybe not a Jedi when he
went back to being
at
Jedi
the
and
end
immediately died.
Yeah, C, D, you know.
Okay, so
we'll go C.
So what did you say, Kareth? You said C?
I said C, yeah.
And then you're saying C, Cash?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what about you, Desi Snarfy?
I'm gonna go with the popular opinion because damn if we don't know much about him.
Yeah, during those years, yeah. So
yeah,
right,
he mucked up.
All right. Next up is this image here. It's the one with the background stuff, the guy with the blonde hair. That's actually Kate Skywalker. We haven't really covered him. I don't know if you guys know about it. He's a bad mother effer. Does anybody here know anything about Kate Skywalker? I'm skipping some other Jedi.
Right. Vaguely.
We'll skip him because I know his story, but we haven't covered it yet in the lore video. So,
everyone's getting the Skywalker name. I see how it is.
Well, he was actually a direct descendant, so yeah, he's not Rey.
He's not assuming a surname.
He was Darth Crate's rival and stuff. So yeah, he's actually a really cool character. I'll actually do a lore video for you guys on him because he's actually got some badass lore. All right, especially with the recent Jedi Jedi Survivor, Seer Junda. Well, I'll tell you what, man, she steps up in a big way in this last game, boy. Ooh, she's bad. Ooh, she's a bad woman. Karth, what do you think?
I would go B tier because I don't like how she deals with the purge of the Jedi. I feel like she gets like really like victim mentality and pouty about it, and it takes until like Cal restores her. Oh no, her prowess to fight off Vader like that multiple times is impressive, but I think her Constitution stats are really weak, and she needs to get.
Well, when you're facing Vader, that goes right out the window. But
but it's not even like the fighting part of it. I'm talking about just like her mental fortitude and dealing with the trauma that happened with the Jedi Purge. You know, she just took it also personally, and then it took until Cal was like, well, we got to do something before she was like, all right, maybe I don't turn my back on the thing I did for the last 40 years. I don't know. I swear I'm just at with it. I would put her in a B tier.
Okay. So B tier for Karth. Kashmir?
I have no idea. Never.
Okay.
Didn't play the game.
Okay. Thanks for playing. All right, Desi Snarf.
Much like Cash. Sorry,
Karth.
I've only seen a couple of cutscenes. I don't know much about her, so I'm gonna default to the Karth opinion here.
B.
Sadness overwhelms me.
I haven't had time.
All right, next up, and I hope Karth, you know who this is. This is Sighal. I'm sorry, Silgal. I said her name wrong. She is a ridiculously powerful Jedi. She's from Legends. This is Leia's master, and Leia really bows down to her. She's one of the most incredible Force healers that's ever existed, in my opinion. So that's a little background on her. Karth, I'm going to go to you again because I'm pretty sure Desi, do you know who this is?
Oh, no clue.
I know vaguely of her because I know like she was like you said, she's the one that taught Leia. But man, I don't remember.
I'm gonna use my own. I'm gonna just to spice things up. I'm gonna throw her an A because I think she is that good, and I usually don't get involved. But since you guys don't know much about it, I'm thinking, you know what? I'll do that. Okay.
She's a Mon Calamari. That's enough for me.
All
These
right.
other two, I don't know. You guys know. We do know this next character. I'm going to Exar Kun. He was a Jedi Master by the Supreme leader of the Jedi who granted him that rank, even though he was doing a lot of Sith shit at the time. That's how powerful he was in the Force.
Is this the guy that got his ass kicked by a stick?
Yeah, when he was a youngling. Yeah, but he got his revenge on that shit.
Yeah. See.
Yes. All right, C from Kashmir. What a surprise. Desi, do you know who Exar Kun is?
Boy, do I ever. And here's my hot take. I'm going to put him S tier because we would not have the stick joke without him.
Oh, good call. All right. And then Karth, what do you think?
I'm gonna go A tier.
That puts him in A. Okay. I'm gonna put him right. Way more powerful than Sig.
All these, I like all these dumb Jedi that show up in these things. Like the ones from the comics, like the Samurai Jack version of the original Cartoon Network stuff.
I
love
do
that stuff.
want to ask an idiot question though. That blonde guy on the top row, since when was Legolas a Jedi? Who's Legolas?
I don't know. Yeah, that's from one of the movies. I think it's from episode one. I know who that is.
I believe that's from the Outcast series, isn't it?
I'd have to look him up. I vaguely remember. Again, we're trying to go with main stuff here, so yeah.
The dude on the second on the bottom with the ears, he actually does look familiar.
Oh yeah, he's the Death Stare like Jedi at the funeral pyre scene at the end of F1, like
the
1,000-yard stare.
The dude with the big ears.
Yes.
Yes. He is there, and then he dies in a mission in the Clone Wars to retrieve people from prison.
Trying to figure out if that's Jason Solo here.
No, it's definitely not Jason Solo. The guy.
I like how Finn is freaking in there, and he's not a Jedi.
No, but the next one that we're gonna do is the other two on the second row are both from episode. That's episode 3, and that guy's from. We're not getting into that. You guys don't know who that is. I'm not even gonna bother. Ezra Bridger. He is the next one up, but he's an interesting character, and I know you guys know who he is. I do see Finn there. I don't even know why he's there. But Ezra Bridger, what do you guys think? Let's go to. This ought to be interesting. Kashmir, what do you think?
Ooh, I like him, but I mean, Jedi wise, and I mean, he did take out Thrawn. I mean, if it wasn't for him, like, who knows how that could have ended with Thrawn. I'm gonna give him A. And what I also like about him is, I guess he's even on this, that, whatever the planet was, I don't remember the name of the planet. He still worked on his Jedi craft and was able to kick some ass without a lightsaber, just using the Force.
Okay. So what was your rank again? Sorry.
I'll go A. I'll go A.
You're gonna go A? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I like that. All right. Interesting. Karth, what do you think?
Man. I think the short of it is I'm gonna agree with Cashier and go with A.
Okay, A. And then
A.
Okay. And Desi Snarfy?
I genuinely love Ezra Bridger. I feel like this is Aladdin made into a Jedi. And it's entertaining.
That's a hot take.
I'm gonna show you the world.
More like one step ahead of the Empire, one wink ahead of those guys.
Okay.
Hey, instead of a magic carpet
ride, still only what I can afford.
All right. A magic Purgle ride. Yes, exactly. Yes. But I gotta hand it to the kid. Big time temptation. Ended up pulling off that space whale majesty, still hanging in there. I'm gonna go A. I love him.
Right, A it is. Ezra Bridger with the A. Find another one. Oh, here's a good one. The Grand Inquisitor. leader of the Guardians of the Jedi Temple before he was turned into an Inquisitor. He's actually he was a badass Jedi. You don't rank that rank without being a badass Jedi, but we'll start with Desi this time. What do you think as a Jedi, the Grand Inquisitor before his fall? What do you think?
Man, I know so little about him. I mean, you don't rise through the ranks without being fantastic. I'm gonna go B because I don't know. I just genuinely don't know.
That's fair. That's fair. B it is. All right. Kashmir.
I would have liked to get a little bit more of his story, like in shows, because maybe there's stuff in the books and crap like that. But I'm gonna agree with B because you get to that rank for a pretty good reason.
All right, and then Carthra Giant.
I mean, I would go with A because he's like, what I know from the comics is like, he fights Vader a lot, and it's like it's usually a draw. Now, and the other thing too is like he doesn't die somehow a lot, which is interesting in the comics. He somehow can get reincarnated somehow. I don't remember how they do that, but anyways, it's crazy. But through the thing, I mean, to get to the leader of the Jedi Guardians at the temple, that's pretty important stuff. So I would go with an A tier.
All right, we're gonna put him on top of B. All right, very nice.
And he does have 2 stomachs.
What?
Yeah, that's how he survives Reva impaling him.
Yeah, he's an alien. They have these differences. Next up is the Wookiee Gungi.
Oh my god.
You've seen the Clone Wars, you know who this guy is.
Gungi?
Yeah.
Didn't he have a second arc though somewhere?
Yeah, he's in Bad Batch season 2.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he shows up again. I mean, I would go with C tier because he's still a Padawan. I don't think he even reaches Jedi Knight ever, as far as I know. So he's just kind of there. He's interesting, sure, but he's just a Padawan. So I would go with C tier.
All right, Kashmir.
Yeah, I mean,
C.
Two story arcs. C.
Does he snarf?
I concur.
Okay.
But I bet by the end of all the storytelling, he'll at least be a B.
He'll be a carpet.
Gungi's gonna be fine.
All right.
I mean, how many Jedi can live?
All right. Next up is I'm a Gundee.
I'm a Gundai.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go with D tier because he has one episode arc and he dies in it, and he doesn't even die doing anything that cool. Like, he buys time for them to evacuate where they're at, but that's it, which he could have done without sacrificing himself for his troops. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go D tier. I think he was an absolute trash Jedi Master that they just put in for one scene because they wanted to kill somebody off that didn't have any impact, and that was it. So
okay. So you're saying D. What about Kashmir? Any thoughts? Desi, any thoughts?
I would love to add some more insight to this, but no, I think
so D.
I think he nailed it.
Desi snarf any?
The only thing he's got going for him is that he did attain the rank of master.
He is a Jedi master.
So top of D, bottom of C.
All right, we'll put him up. He's a Jedi master. But, okay, it's not letting me, so we'll leave him there. All right, next up is for sure Jason Solo, who as a Jedi was... We've talked about what he did as a Jedi. Phenomenal. He does turn to Darth Caedus. Yeah, I think.
A tier.
Okay, S and A. Ooh, creamy. All right. What do you think there, Kashmir? S or A? I've given you the entire story of Jason Solo. Really tragic, the pain and suffering this kid goes through. Oh my god. What do you think?
He's the twin, right?
Yes, him and Jaina.
All right. I mean, from what you say, I'll from your stories, from previous lore videos, which I'm always
I know you pay so much attention.
attuned of.
Yes.
I'll go S.
All right, yes it is, but we're gonna put him behind Basila. All right. Next is the librarian, and I'm gonna give you her name here just 1 second because that's off the top of my head. I can't remember her name.
Yeah, she's making noises. I love this.
I know it. I know it. I can't remember it though.
Oh God, so helpful.
Costa Nu. And
Yeah.
her story really got fleshed out in the comics and stuff. And we saw her in episode 2. There's some other scenes with her, I think, in the Clone Wars and stuff. But yeah, her story of how badass she is in the comics. But I don't think any of you have seen her interaction with Vader. Vader was fucking around with her.
All I know is that she's wall art in the Tower Inquisitorius. So,
what you can rank her however you want. So, Karth, you save your opinion for last. Desi, you know who this is?
Oh, I absolutely do know who she is. She's one of the Jedi that I actually decided to do a deep dive on my own because she was just so friggin' interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I gotta put her on A because damn, Granny fighting in the library. That was a hell of a scene. All the other stuff she's done, just mwah.
All right. A from Snarfy Snarf. All right. Cashmere.
I mean, she's a librarian, and you know my feelings about books, but I believe, and I could be corrected, that in obviously there's legends or something, she's actually put up a pretty good fight when Anakin was storming the temple.
Can confirm.
And kind of like helped because of her, got helped a lot of younglings possibly make an escape. But I mean, I can't go as high as A. I mean, I'll go. I'm really thinking C.
Okay.
At the end of the day, she's a librarian.
Everybody's got to have something to do when they get too old to be on the front lines, man.
Jedi Archives. Okay. All right, Karth, what do you got for me?
Tell Yoda that. Come on. I'm gonna go with B.
So B she is.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Next up, this Cal Kestis. What a story arc this kid's had already. Have to be familiar with the games or Bad Batch. Just going to throw that out there if you haven't watched episode 1 of the first season of Bad Batch. No, that was Kanan. Never mind.
That was Kanan Jarrus.
Yeah, they did his story arc in Fallen Order. Okay, but yeah, Fallen Order and Survivor. He is, he's a main character, but Karth, I know you know who this is. I want to go to the other two idiots. Cashmere, Cal Kestis.
Well, if I'm just like Sarah, I don't really know anything about him, but if we're giving her a B, he's got to be definitely higher than her.
Okay.
So I guess a high B.
A high B. Okay. Desi Snarf.
Okay. So no, I have not played the games.
Oh God.
But I'll get there. Jesus, Karth. But
no judgment. I'm judge. I judge all the time.
We're being very judgy.
It's the
I'll
whole
stand
point of the video.
on that judgment. But here's the jam. Okay. I've seen enough of the cutscenes, and I've seen enough of a certain Muppet consistently fail to, wall walk. But this kid seems like he's got a hell of a story. He's definitely got some of that main character energy, kind of like Basti did. So I'm going off of pure gut reaction here. I'm guessing he's probably going to be kind of an S.
Wow, an S and a B. All right, Karth, round it out for us, Home Slice.
I'm gonna split the difference here and go A. I think the character has a lot of development still to go to get into the S tier, but where we leave him off at the end of
pretty epic
Jedi Survivor, and he gets knighted, I would say he's got quite a bit of prowess and kind of stuff under his belt now where he's getting life figured out. So I would say A tier.
Okay, and then A it is.
Maybe in the third game we can move him up.
All right. Next up is one of my favorites, Kanan Jarrus. What a badass this guy is. Cashmere. I'm just starting to go to you now because you have the most brain damage. What do you think of Kanan, buddy?
Never heard of him. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God.
I do like how they showed how he got away in Order 66. I like that.
Yeah.
Not trusting even the Bad Batch, obviously, because they just turned on him. I like how he would keep himself secret until it be known, and then how he trained Ezra to become the Jedi that he became. He learned how to be a Jedi while blind, thanks to the Bendu. So let's see where uh, I'm gonna go A.
Okay. A it is for Cash. Karth, what do you think?
I would say I would agree. I would agree. A tier is pretty solid. Kanan has a lot of cool things that he does. Getting to actually speak and talk with the Bendo, learning how to see through the Force. Kind of cool things that he gets to do. He holds off, Inquisitors quite frequently and does some cool things, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. So yeah, I'm gonna go with A. I'm gonna agree with Cash.
Yeah, and the way he sacrificed himself for the team.
Oh God, it was ridiculous.
That was
okay.
That's when Rebels became a not,
Kid show.
kid show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Desi Schnarf, what do you think?
I get a little of that tightness in my throat, kind of like I want to cry a little bit when I think about Kanan Jarrus. Talk about a Jedi who never faltered, man, did not stray, just was consistent, and did all this cool shit without basically finishing his training. Like 66 effed all that up. And whilst I can't give him an S, because, I just can't. Man, I wish I could, but I gotta go A.
All right. I'm gonna put him about Sigil and Ezra. He's gotta be higher than Ezra. All right. Next up of Jedi, I'm hoping you guys know is Keanu Mundi.
But what about the attack on the Wookiees?
Mm-hmm.
He just recited all of his lines. Pretty much.
Your thoughts dwell on your mother.
I mean, he had like what, 6 wives? That guy.
Well, yeah, because of the way he was one of the few Jedi that had permission from the council because of the way his species has to, how hard it is to reproduce or some shit like that. So yeah. So what do you guys think? Desi Snarf, Keanu Mundi, what do you think?
Oh man, Jedi Master, General. Gosh, I wish he would have had more lines, right? Other than the Wookiee stuff. Because he could have been so dang interesting. And oh gosh.
He gets stuff in the show and some other stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and I'm trying to remember it. I genuinely can't. Like, my gut wants to put him on B. Yeah, we'll go B.
All right. Yeah, it is. All right. Karth, what do you think?
For Cam, I would go with A tier.
Okay.
Solid Jedi, very he was the master of multiple Jedi forms. Plays a major part. He's part of Jedi Council. He leads a lot of important missions during the Clone Wars series. And has a very good insight on how to deal with a lot of the trials of war. So I would go with A tier.
A tier. And then Kashmir, what do you think?
Yeah, he sat right next to Yoda on the other side, that other Mace dude. Did a lot of good stuff in the Clone Wars. Even when he was leading his troops in Order 66 and they started turning on him, he did notice it was still a little too late. At least got shot down nice, I'm respect the death. I'll give him A tier.
Okay. A tier it is. All right. Next up is Kit Fisto. He was in episode 2. He was in episode 3,
Fisto
and he was in a lot of stuff in the Clone Wars
series.
Yeah,
and the Cartoon Network Clone Wars
series
is awesome.
Yup.
Kit Fisto in the live action, trash. trash character. Like he doesn't do anything the entire time.
Well,
like,
in Battle Geonosis,
doesn't even
he was
trip on a
fighting.
roller skate.
Yeah.
His most memorable moment in Attack of the Clones is when he force pushes some droids. And then you barely see him in 3 when he then dies immediately to Sidious.
Yeah.
So as cool as he is in that part of it, I'm gonna put him in the B tier. I think he's good, but we don't get enough of him to enjoy that.
Desi?
I was delighted to see his role in the Clone Wars, and whilst saying that this is the Aquaman of Star Wars is not necessarily a compliment, I mean, dude, character development, we got it.
Oh my God, there's so many.
We're not going through all these.
No, I am suddenly being very intimidated by the list.
No, I'm picking specific things. Yeah, we're not doing every single
God,
Jedi.
my
That's
heart.
ridiculous. Yeah.
I'll give him a B. I'm afraid now.
No. We're skipping a vast majority of this because a lot of these characters you don't know.
Who in the hell put this list together?
It's just a list of all the Jedi. So it's like, okay, but
20 hours later, we'll finish this ranking list.
I need another Irish coffee.
We're doing the main ones, so don't worry about that. So you say B. Kashmir, round us up. What do you think?
I'm gonna stick with the B also. I mean, he did have the one good little arc in the Clone Wars where like Desi said, he was the Aquaman. I think he did against Sidious, he did block off like one of the attacks and died third.
All right, so B. We'll put him on about right there. We'll put him about Ahsoka. As a Jedi only. Now the next one we're going to cover is Luke. Now I don't know why they have episode 4 picture of Luke to. I don't know why that's why I was scrolling down a little bit. Is there another picture of Luke? No? Okay, we're going with the Farm Boy version of Luke, but he's a hell of a lot more than that. But now we have covered him in depth. So, Desi Schnarf, I'm going to come to you first. Luke Skywalker. I know what they did to him in the sequels, but the Legends, which we covered, he is ridiculous. He is... oh my...
I don't need a justification. He is an S.
Okay.
You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it.
Is everybody here going S with Luke? I think you guys are. Is anybody going to say lower for Luke? I'd love to hear your reasoning.
No, even without knowing the legend stuff, he's an S tier.
Okay. Well, now where do you want to rank him on the S tier rank? Because this is going
at the top of it.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping to hear. Yeah, full stop. Okay, top of the list. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Luminara. Luminara, very well-known Jedi, actually well-known in the Clone Wars series and stuff.
She's actually like a really badass healer too.
Yeah. That was her main
book series. Yeah, her and Barriss were like healing wizards.
Yeah. Had some books, had the Clone Wars, had a lot of good stories with her. Yeah, she's Jedi Council, Jedi Master, very badass, awesome healer. All right, we'll start with you. What do you think? What do you think for Lumi?
I would put her in B tier.
Okay, B. All right.
Like she almost gets bested by Asajj Ventress. Okay. She was cheating, but that's not the point. Like, like other Jedi have fought her and didn't even come that close to losing, and the only reason that Lumi kind of survives it is again because of Ahsoka.
Back team, back again. All right, Desi Schnarf, what do you think? We have a B. What do you think?
Well, how many people are we going to have to say they only survived before Ahsoka? Because of Ahsoka before we put her in A tier? Can I just...
You know what? I am putting Ahsoka in A tier because after saying all that stuff, it's like, you know what? That's true. Snips did a lot of shit you guys keep mentioning. It's like,
But it's narratively driven. Like they're trying to like...
Beats or feats, brother.
I mean, yeah, but it's Ahsoka refusing to do what she's told and refusing to follow orders is the only reason that comes back around in a positive. Like
it's
she breaks the rules to get
being a better Jedi than most Jedi are.
It's literally she's just being Anakin. That's what she's doing.
That's what she's
except not failing.
Ooh. Snappy snap.
So I mean, by that
she
token,
also didn't get the rank of master.
Yeah, she didn't bitch about it. Lumi, what do you think? We have a B.
Oh right, Lumi. Sorry, I got a little distracted. Man, talk about she's just so zen all the time. I do love that about her. I do have to put her in a B tier.
Okay.
Just because, yeah, but man, what a woman.
She is like a woman. Cashmere, what do you think? You think B?
Yeah,
or...
I'm going with B. Even
Yeah, I think
Kanan
she's a
knew
little higher than
how great
Twister.
she was. He tried to save her, even though it was false.
Yeah. All right. Next up is the man, the myth, the legend, Mother effing Mace Windu. I mean, what a badass.
I'm gonna go with like A tier.
Wow. Okay. Dude, I can't wait to see what the other idiots. Ram right now is putting your name on a list. I just want to warn you.
Did we have to?
We have to cover Mace. What do you think there, Desi Snarfy Snarf?
I was saying, did we have to invoke that name here?
Yeah, we
Man,
have to in this community. Walden, yeah, it has to happen.
mastered the pod, y'all.
No, it's such a badass thing.
It's so badass.
I mean,
So badass.
I don't. He didn't. Did he invent Shatterpoint?
Best I can recall, yeah.
So
I'd
yeah,
have to
that's
go back and check the sourcing on that, but yeah, I guess you could tie that to him. I don't know how.
Somebody Google that if you have time.
I don't
But
have time right now.
for real, I gotta put Mason's mess tier here. Just
Okay.
what a badass.
Yeah, I mean, I
Absolutely.
think he's got to be yes. I mean,
Okay.
he had Sidious until Anakin ruined it.
Straight up.
Stupid Anakin. All right. Where do we want to rank him on the S tier ranking? We have Luke, Basla, and Jason. Where do you guys think he should go? Obviously, Karth had him in A, so he thinks he's at the bottom of it. But Desi, Kashmir, where do you think he ranks?
I feel like this place is appropriate.
Okay.
I'm good with it.
Okay. Got it. Cool. Well done. Well done. Next up is one of my favorite women of all time. The one and only gingivitis herself, Mara Jade Skywalker. Oh my god. We've covered her feats and stuff she did after the former Emperor's hand, stuff like that. But oh my god, Jedi Master, Luke Skywalker's wife.
This is the polar opposite of wasted potential. S.
It doesn't even hesitate. Oh, I love it. All right, it's all right. We'll rank her in the S tier if she makes it. Karth, what do you think?
Mara Jade. I'm gonna go with A tier. I don't think she's quite S as a Jedi.
Okay. Wow.
Because I don't think she's on the same power level as Luke. Like, and they both were the same time together, and then she was never
bottom of S and not be on the same power level. But
you made your call. A for Karth, S for Deji Snarfy, and then Kashmir.
With knowing the stories that you mentioned, I can't see her being higher than Anakin though. So I'm going A.
Wow. All right, she top at A.
I think she's second.
All right, behind Anakin.
I think she's first.
Well, there's 2 votes that say so. Otherwise,
what? No, where? Oh, top at A tier.
She's ahead of Anakin.
Ahead or behind of Anakin?
I mean, I think she would be behind Anakin.
Okay, then so let it be written. So let it be done. All right, next up. I love that. I think we already know where he's going. Is there anyone who doesn't think Kenobi deserves to be in the S tier?
I mean, I don't know.
Oh god.
Make your case, Garth.
I mean, I don't have one. Just decides to be a prick.
The case is he had 2 opportunities to fucking kill Anakin, and he blew it.
He didn't want to murder his friend. Jesus Christ.
All right, hey, you know what?
Hey, his friend was gonna murder him.
Well, he took the higher ground. Now, they already did their high ground. Defeated Maul, defeated Grievous, one of the greatest.
Well, he's got to go above Mace. That's for sure.
Oh, yes. If we're going to keep him in S. But I think he's S. I think, is there anyone who, Karth, you want to put him in A?
No,
Okay. You were just pulling my lariat. All right. Where do we rank him in the S tier?
I mean,
Where do you guys want to rank them?
I would put him behind Luke. I'd put him between Basti and Luke.
Yeah, I concur. Basti, but battle meditation though.
Yeah, but yeah, but yeah, but
Yeah, but he's got to go above her.
Yep. All right. So let it be written. So let it be done. Next up is Plo Koon.
I have a soft spot for the guy.
I do
He's like
too.
one of my
He's really
favorite
good.
Jedi characters, and they use him
Very.
a lot in the Clone Wars
Oh
series.
yes.
You know
Tell
what
me
was
why.
funny? You know what was funny is they actually planned on you. Well, it was the ruse that they were going to use Plo Koon as the character that came back at the end of Mando season two, one, two,
Two. Yeah.
two, yeah, and then it was all rused. So, but I mean, still, that was I was really excited that that was going to be the thing, and then it didn't happen. I was sad. No, he's a very compassionate Jedi. He never loses sight of the fact that the clones are humans and that he's got a much more like centralized like thought process. He's not all about, you know, the purity side of the Jedi. He's all about kind of taking into consideration like the questions of life and how that impacts decisions and morals and things of that nature. But he's just very solid character. Really enjoy him. Really stupid death. I kind of wish you had more of the
Oh, they did him.
Chiara approach, where it's like
Yeah.
he at least went down in a blaze of glory instead of being shot down by a.
They shot him in the ass, Karth.
Yeah, I know.
Right up his
And it was,
butthole.
but like, didn't even pay attention to the fact that like, hey, my wingmates just dropped way behind me.
Was that
Maybe
him? Because
something's
they were
wrong.
flying in formation. I think you're thinking of the speeder bike one. Where the two troopers pulled back on the speeder bike and then shot her? Because I thought they were flying in formation over the planet and then they just attacked
They
him.
were flying in formation, but then they dropped back.
Did they? I don't remember that. Well, I'll take your word for it.
The wingmates dropped back to get behind Plo, and then they shoot him.
Yeah, shot him.
And
right
then
in
he
the
crashes
ass.
into one of the structures.
That's horrible. Yeah, they did him dirt. So where do you want to rank him, Karth?
A tier.
Okay, where in A tier do you want to put him?
I'd put him above Kiadamundi.
Okay. Kashmir, what do you think?
He did find Ahsoka.
Nope.
I do. I think A, but not that high.
Okay, you want to go a little bit lower? Okay. We'll wait to move and see what Desi says.
No, I agree with A.
Where
Gosh, what a compassionate and just understanding guy. I'd put him between Cal and Kanan.
Callan Kane. Okay, so we'll put him there. All right. Cool. Very, very nice. Next up is Qui-Gon Jinn. Answer, what's midichlorians? Anakin, it's heroin.
Talk about a fulcrum.
Mm-hmm. All right, Desi Snarf, what do you think?
I mean, events would not have played out as they had played out had this man survived. But I love that little rebellious spirit in him. Like, nah.
Not again, Master.
Yeah. No, yes, again.
I'll do it.
Because we're doing this shit right, boy.
That's right.
I'm gonna put him at the bottom as yes, below Mace.
But wow. Okay, Qui-Gon getting an S rank from Desi. Snarf. She's throwing bombs already. All right. I'll go to you last, Karth, because I want to see how this plays. Kashmir, what do you think for Qui-Gon Jinn, I guess?
True Jedi. I mean, he is the one that figured out how to like basically live forever.
Amen, brother.
To live forever.
I don't know if I would attribute that to figuring it out.
Well, you know, he
learned how.
He learned whatever, you know.
All right, what are you giving there, Cash? Desi says S. What do you think?
Ooh, I'm leaning more towards A.
Okay,
high A though.
A. Yeah. Okay, we'll figure it out once we get Karth's ranking. Karth, what do you think there?
I would say high A as well. He's a very good character, but like,
where do you want to put him?
right there is fine.
Yeah.
Okay, right there. Okay, well, that's easy enough.
That
Desi.
feels fair.
Okay. Next up is a really cool Jedi. We've got Quinlan Vos. Very interesting character. Had his own book series. Boy. Yeah, he's actually a very well developed character. Kashmir, what do you think? Probably have no idea who he is.
No, he was in an episode.
Few episodes, yeah.
You've
not read the book.
I have heard his story.
Dark Acolyte. I can't remember the name of the book, but man, what a book!
No, I have heard his story, and he hooks up with Asajj. But I B.
B. Okay, B. Fair. All right. What do you think, Desi?
Survived 66. Teamed up with my girl. Sassy, snarky, really good at his job. I'll give him bottom A.
Bottom of A. Okay, so we have B and a bottom of A so far. Karth, where are we putting Quinlan Vos?
I'd put him in A. I don't.
Okay, both of you.
Strong opinions on where.
Okay, I got it. Perfect. You don't know who this next guy is, Revan. Okay.
S tier.
Okay.
Done.
Yeah. Anybody gonna argue about Revan, the Jedi Master? Oh my god. But where do you want to put him? And does anybody think he doesn't belong in S?
Crickets.
Yeah.
Crickets.
Where in S do you think he ranks?
I think he was better than Luke.
Wow, Desi says top of the charts. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Massively impactful. Has an impact on the galaxy for like damn near a millennia.
Uh-huh.
Like he's doing the work.
Okay, Kashmir, any thoughts?
I mean, at the end of the day, his story was they ripped off his story from Anakin's story, so I don't know about that high.
All right, we're leaving him there. Kashmir, you're shitting the bed, and I can't take
it. How dare you, sir? It's okay. We're still friends.
We love you. All right. Okay, next one. This ought to be good. Rey. I'm going to go to Kashmir first. Rey.
Is she really ever a Jedi?
She was.
I guess technically
all the
she
Jedi. Yeah, she was.
At the very end, when she actually
really
gets trained by Leia for like a 5-minute montage.
The Rocky montage.
We need a montage.
Because
hey guys,
taking out of consideration my dislike of the movies. So if we're gonna be honest about it, yeah, I mean I think you have to give her. You have to give her an A. She beat if to be honest, you really got to give her an S if you're going to take not liking the movies, or in my opinion, not liking the movies. She beat Palpatine. She was all the Jedi, blah blah blah. So good. She didn't even need training. Her story sucks, but if we're gonna be legit about this, and then I think you got to give her S.
Okay.
I'd give her low S, but.
Okay, Kashmir says low S. Okay. Karth, what do you think?
Oh man.
Before Karth says anything, can I punch myself in the nuts?
Yes, please. By all means, use a hammer. Use something sharp if you need to.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
Nails.
Karth, do you want me to get mine out of the way before you do?
I mean, I don't really care.
Again, whatever you feel, man. It's your guys' list.
It's the fact that I just don't really care for the character, and not that like.
This is why I feel like I should go next.
Sure, go for it.
All right. So we have our prejudices, and so I think if we're going to rate this one fairly, we have to look at what's already on the board here.
Fairly? Who said anything about fairly? We're idiots.
Yeah. Morons. Potato heads. Dum-dums. I fall in that category.
Anyways, I interrupted.
I feel no, I'm not mad at you for it. I feel like, grand scheme of things, she goes after Ahsoka.
Okay, A tier after Ahsoka. All right.
I know I hear that hiss in your voice,
Gross.
but
I
I'm
hate it
looking
too.
at everybody on the board and I'm just thinking about overall acts and things done. I think that's
At the end of the day, she was by
close.
herself, and everything she did by herself.
Yeah,
There's
because the
that.
writing team gave her plot
Listen,
armor
I
so
know.
That's
goddamn
not
don't
thick.
her
agree.
fault.
Plot armor was so thick the Germans were jealous. Like,
Do not bring us up in this
You're
format.
not wrong.
like,
What are you thinking, Garth? What are you thinking?
I mean,
S
like,
in middle of A.
I would put her at like the high end of B, maybe the very bottom of A.
Ooh, so we
Um,
okay. So I think that after Ahsoka, with everything you guys said, we're going to put her there because we had an S and then mid, then B. Yeah, she's got to go there. I think that's a fair
she's
spot for her.
I
she's
feel
just,
sick to my stomach, but it's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, it's just the fact that like all of her stuff comes from the fact that they wrote her to be that way, and
Yeah.
not because there was anything in the movies that was like, oh, she's she's good. It's like, no, she's good because we made her good, and
She
that's all.
exists as she exists, and we have to live with it.
Yep, I agree. All right. Next up is Satil Sean. All right.
I'm gonna say she joins her mother.
S tier. Yeah,
Seconded.
Jedi.
Though
Supreme,
technically,
yeah, she was
is Shatil is the granddaughter of Basila, isn't she?
great granddaughter, something like that. Something
Great grand,
like,
yeah. It's a little farther down than daughter because there's
it's a few hundred years. So
a few
yeah.
hundred years in between. I know the Force.
Do you have her
powerful and all
higher than
that,
her than Bastler or lower?
I'd have her lower.
Okay, behind
Same,
Bastler.
same.
Okay. Well, Kashmir, any thoughts?
Oh,
My in with the fear of getting yelled at, I don't know anything about her, and I don't remember ever
okay.
having
Fair,
a story.
yell
You're
at
being
you.
honest, and I appreciate that about you.
I mean, I might yell at him, but that's just unrelated to the
Well,
movie.
have we gone over her story yet?
Satil Shan?
No.
No, but she's pretty much well known for most Star Wars fans, so he's got
Put her on the list, Ranger. We need a lore
I
story.
mean, we haven't
you ever
really
just
gotten to her,
watched,
so we've covered.
SWTOR with the boys, you
Yeah,
would
you would know a
known.
lot. All right, next up is Shock T. We're gonna do a few more, and then we're gonna wrap it up because we're not doing. I said we're doing the main Jedi that we know and have heard of before. Shock T. What do you think Shock T ranks? Let's go to Kashmir. What do you think?
She trained the clones. Like she was like
Yeah,
one of the main trainers.
The Clone Wars series was the most redeeming thing about her. She's a Jedi Master that died 3 separate times.
I know they tried to kill her so many times, man. Jesus.
I'm going big.
B. Okay. Top of B, bottom of B, middle of B. What do you think?
Let's see. I've never heard of you. At least you after Lumi.
After Lumi. Okay, so there's Shrek T. Karth.
I'm fine with B.
Okay. Daisy Snarf.
I think she should go one step above Lumi because she had that same Zen business going on, but was a little better.
But you guys, there you go. Said the here, so we'll go with her. She's right there enough with her, so I think that's. I'm debating this one. Yaddle. We got more with her recently. We didn't know much about her until the recent Tales of the Jedi. Phenomenal story, by the way.
Then she dies.
Yeah.
And it was sad.
Yes. So it sounds like you guys are familiar enough with her. Desi, what do you think? Desi's speechless.
No, go back up. I can't see it.
It's right here. It's Yaddle.
No, I'm talking about. Okay, thank you. The current.
She looks like Yoda with boobs.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Oh my God.
She is. It's in the current. I'm trying to figure out where she fits in. She goes before Rey in A tier.
Okay. Karth?
I don't know.
Christ.
Well, this is a first.
B tier.
Okay.
That's the one
so
I'm
we
going
have A tier and a B tier. Cashmere, round it up, buddy. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm going towards B. She's only really had one story arc. Maybe we'll find out she's
All right,
Grogu's mom or something like
Better
that,
than
which would be
Rey,
cool.
though.
But
put her there. All right, next up. Choose me, you will. Grandmaster Yoda. Let me just move him up to S.
that's Yaddle. That's Yaddle without boobs.
Yes, we're familiar, Cashmere. Jesus. Oh, God. All right. Where do you guys, unless there's a dissenting opinion, where do you guys think of Grandmaster Yoda? I already know Cashmere loves this guy, so I'm saving him for last. Karth, let's go to you first. Yoda, where do you want to rank him?
Top of A tier.
Top of A tier. Wow. Shots fired. Actually, I'm going to save Cashmere. I can't wait for this. Desi Snarf, what do you think?
Right between Revan and Luke.
Revan and Luke. Okay, so I put some kind of about right there. Cashmere, you are the final.
I was gonna say just after Luke.
After Luke. All right. So let it be written, so let it be done. What more do you need to say about Grandmaster Yodi?
That he completely dropped the ball at the end of the Clone Wars and totally lost it all for the Republic because he couldn't kill Sidious, and then failed to see the downfall of the Jedi Order and failed to do anything useful.
That's fair. Read your scroll back up.
But he still redeemed himself by 1,000 years of leading the Jedi. There's a lot more. I think his rank's pretty good.
No, this is fair. This is fair.
And
This is fair.
One day ruined it all.
I think you can just throw that all on him.
I blame Yoda.
Yoda and
Really?
Mace, man. The whole reason the whole reason Jedi Order fell.
Well, if you wanna rank them differently, now's the time to speak up.
I gave you my ranking.
I know, but I'm talking about Cashmere and Desi Snarfy.
Nope, I ain't changed mine.
I know you're not.
I feel like he's better than Luke.
All right. So nothing changes. Grandmaster Yoda there is. Let me see if there's any other Jedi I want to throw on here. I'm just looking through the faces because I don't see Jaina or Anakin. That's who I'm looking for right now. They might be on here.
We already did Anakin. Come on.
Anakin Solo.
It's true.
That exists? That's a character?
That's what I'm looking for, and I can't find it.
It's Skywalker. It's Anakin Skywalker.
Ulaquel
The
Droma.
consensus from the group is we covered this and we should move on.
Okay. Ulaquel Droma. Pretty badass Jedi Master. You know me, Sunrise. Love. What do you guys think about Ulaquel Droma? We covered him in depth. Really, there's no Jaina or Anakin Solo on here.
Where's the stick guy?
That's what I'm looking for too. I don't see him on here either.
He's clearly an S.
I gotta look for the picture to mark it. But
just pick a avatar for stick guy.
Where's Sabine?
It's not on here.
How dare you?
All right, so Master Boss, the stick guy. Let me find somebody that could look like him. He kind of looks like he's got a stick. If I can find it. Yeah. So here's something that'll represent stick guy. All right, stick guy. Where do you want to put him?
One step above X-Hark.
Definitely.
All right. Oh my god! All right,
I mean,
he'll be the representation. I don't think that's his actual image, but he does have a stick, and I'm like, okay, we'll put stick.
Well, that's the old guy. Isn't that the old guy that has that episode with Ahsoka?
Yeah, but I'm just using it as a placeholder because it's hard to.
All right. Well,
these images are small, and I'm trying to go through here. Some I recognize from the books and images and stuff, but I'm looking at some of these. It's hard to.
I don't know. I feel like we covered it.
Yeah, I'm really surprised Jaina and Anakin are not on here. That's really disappointing. They should be on.
They don't
here.
exist.
Apparently they don't, man. Jesus, we had Kate Skywalker, but not and Jason, but not them. What the fudge? Let me see if I can find it because that's poo poo. Come on. I'm going through each of these images. Like, can that possibly be them? And I'm I'm sad to say that it's not down here.
This is why you curate the list next time.
Yeah.
I know, but that takes forever. I was like, you know what? I can figure out most of the stuff. Okay, well, we don't have Anakin or Jason. Well, let's do a placeholder for Jaina. We know her story. Who can we use? We'll say Jaina. Let me find. Yes, we covered it in depth. God damn it, Karth.
Oh, I forgot about it already.
So but again, I wasn't here for it.
Boba Fett.
Killed her brother. Long. Anything?
A tier.
A tier? Okay.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
What I want to use.
Ranger trying to put some extra innings in this game, and that's about it.
Well, I'm just trying to save you from the comments.
Let the comments come. Comment below.
We would say she's A, and Anakin would probably be A. You know, we know his story, so we'll say that they were in there. So there's plenty there. There you go. The list of the main Jedi. There's some we missed. There's some more. You can see there's a shit ton of Jedi and everything like that. But I think that covers it pretty well from the knowledge that I know the idiots have in their brain, and most of the stuff that we covered for these characters, because we did a lot of their story arcs. See, there's a lot of Jedi. A lot of them I recognize. I'm like, yeah, the idiots don't know who that is. Like, we do know Ulic Qel-Droma, but anyway, got the list where we. I'm actually gonna put Ulic right behind Exarchon, behind the Stick Boy. All right, there we go. All right, so there we go. Jedi ranking. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Is there anything you guys want to change before we put this out there in the world? Okay, good.
No, full send it.
Send it.
Return to sender. All right, so leave your comments. I'm sure you're going to have disagreements. Just be cool about it. If you think someone needs to be higher or lower, that's fine. We'd like your comments and your feedback and stuff. Give your opinions. That's totally warranted. Just don't go, you guys suck. You bullshit. Get out of here.
Oh, they can roast me. I don't care.
Yeah, but do it in a fun way. Don't do it in a mean, you're an asshole kind of way.
True.
Yeah, there's a difference. You can say, oh, for the love of God, Desi Schnarf, what were you thinking, woman?
Yeah, but if they call me an asshole, they're probably right.
That's true. You are. But so am I. So, but yeah, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, leave comments. This will be out this week. Record this every Sunday. This is a lot of fun. I enjoy doing these with you guys. I think it's a lot of fun to get the idiots' perspective on what they think on these guys. We've covered a lot of them and the lore videos. So yeah. All right. So everyone, do all that stuff. Thanks for joining us on this today, and we will see you next time on the next Lore with Idiots.